Welcome everyone. This is Alveoly E-learning. My name is MK Obin. I'm one of your course instructors at Alveoly E-learning. The main purpose of Alveoly E-learning is to make learning simple and easier for all students, irrespective of where you are. All you have to do is to get access to a mobile phone, a computer or a laptop with an internet. Then you just sign up to www.alveoly.com. Okay, then you just get your pen and paper. When you log in, you have access to various courses. Then with the course that you have your interest in or you have difficulties in, then you sign up to those courses. Hi everyone, from our previous lesson, we're looking at formation of edema, and the most important thing to learn to pass your exams is that you really need to understand the concepts. Okay, when you understand the concept and you are applying during exams, it becomes easier. But if you don't understand the concepts and you are giving questions and the questions are twisted one way or the other, it becomes difficult for you to answer. So our main goal is to help you to understand the concepts. Then based on the tuition that you have in your various schools, it is going to help to support you to understand whatever we are teaching very well, then you can apply it during exams. So in our previous lesson, we made mention that one way that edema can occur is that when there is an imbalance between hydrostatic pressure and oncotic pressure. And we made an explanation on what hydrostatic pressure is, what oncotic pressure is, and how it leads to the formation of what? Edema. Then we made mention that there are certain conditions, for instance, nephrotic syndrome, Ch.4 or protein minority disorder. Then we also made mention of liver conditions, and we explained why those conditions can lead to what? Edema formation using this principle. Now let's look at the second way through which edema can occur. So the second way through which edema can occur is through inflammation. Okay, when we say inflammation, inflammation is the body's response to the presence of what? A foreign object or an injury. For instance, when you are in your school or you are in your house and there's an intruder or a foreign object or someone whom you don't know and there's a security personnel in the house, there is always a reaction between the security personnel and whoever is coming to cause harm to you or entering into your house. So for instance, if someone is coming to take something or pick something in your house and the security personnel sees it, there is a reaction by either arresting the person, questioning the person, or an involvement in between the two of them. So that reaction that is going to occur between that foreign object, okay, and the security personnel, that reaction is what is termed as what? Inflammation. So basically I'm using that one as what? An analog to define what inflammation is. So inflammation is the body's response to the presence of a foreign object or an infection. Our body has what? White blood cells or an immune process that helps to fight against an infection or an entry of a foreign object. The process through which these white blood cells or the immune process helps to fight the infection or combat the infection or to resolve that injury is what is termed as what? Inflammation. And mostly when inflammation occurs or there is an injury, there is usually a rush or a movement of certain substances of which the white blood cells are part to the area where the injury has occurred. Because of the rush or movement to that particular area with those substances, the place what swells up. So it's like taking a lot of substances in a fluid to one particular area of the body. So due to the accumulation or the rush of those substances to that particular area, it causes the place to what? To swell up, which can be termed as what? Edema. So that is one way that what? Edema can be what? Formed in a form of what? Swelling or swelling up in the body through the process of what? Inflammation. Now let's look at the third process. Okay, so with this one, for instance, when you have an insect bite, your place swells up. Okay, when something hits your hand, your place what? Swells up. When it hits and there's an injury, okay, the place swells up. It's all as a result of what? An inflammation. When you have a broken bone or a fracture, the place swells up. So it is all as a result of what? An inflammation. Okay, so basically that is that for inflammation. Now let's look at the third one. So with the third one, we need to understand we have some vessels in our body known as what? The lymphatic vessels. And the function of these lymphatic vessels is to help in what? Drainage of fluid. They are like the gutters in our homes. When you have gutters in your homes, the main function of the gutters is to help in drainage of fluid to the main drainage system. So basically that is what the lymphatic vessels does in our body. However, when something happens and there is a blockage in these lymphatic vessels, it's like you have gutters in your various homes and the gutters are choked. When they are choked and there is a rainfall, okay, there will be a poor drainage system which will lead to what? Flooding or overflow.